Hello, hello. This is Aurelia Davis. It's Aurelia Davis coming to you as the school year has taken off and we're basically into the school year. I found it necessary. I found it to be something that I needed to do. As in every year, we basically try to see well, since I have been retired, seeing exactly what teachers are facing when they go back into the classrooms. What are the trends? And of course, this being an election year, all kinds of things are coming up as far as education is concerned. And so, how does that affect a teacher that's in the classroom? How does that affect states that are out there doing what they do? And so, for the next couple of lives, I'm going to be bringing you to you in, different pieces of information that are basically affecting our schools today. And today I'm going to start with the rise of homeschooling. Well, that is very, 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 very important as of uh, today because of another school shooting that happened in Atlanta. Another school shooting that happened in Atlanta. And I believe that parents are starting to very seriously think about keeping their children at home and homeschooling them. And it's very, very, I would say, important to the point where the way education is flowing nowadays, where teachers are becoming more facilitators than being standing in front of the classroom and giving lectures and things like that. And the students are basically coming to them doing a lot of things on their own. Homeschooling is becoming a little bit more easier. Let's just put it that way. Homeschooling is becoming easier for parents. Now, what ends up happening with you as a parent or a parent that decides to homeschool a child, what has to happen is that you have to look at the time that goes into setting up a homeschool, because it's more than ABCs and one, two, threes. It's more than reading, writing, and arithmetic. With things being so sophisticated in the world of AI and internet and different things that are happening out here, children are more sophisticated. So you're going to have to be able to meet the needs of that particular child, that particular student, in order for them to be properly educated. And of course, a lot of states, what they're doing nowadays, they do have like I would say rules and regulations, objectives in place for anybody that would like to homeschool. And the reason for that is because that when you decide to homeschool, if your child is coming out, say for instance, you've homeschooled them from kindergarten through eighth grade, and then from eighth grade, all the way through high school, there's going to be some measurement once the child has finished school. So basically what will happen, just like a child that's sitting in a regular classroom, what's going to happen is that child that is now has been homeschooled, they're going to be given the same type of assessments that a child would be given if they were attending if they were sitting in a regular classroom. So thinking that homeschooling is going to be, it will be somewhat easy if you are, good at what you do. But at the same time, those particular children are going to have to meet the same regulations as a child that basically has been sitting in a classroom for so many days or so many months and whatever, or so many years. So and those particular assessments are in place so that that child will be meeting the needs of going into college. Some colleges are going to require that there's an assessment, and some colleges are requiring, especially if the child has been homeschooled, they need to know exactly what that child knows before they place them in their particular institution. So homeschooling is going to be on the rise. I'm starting to see more homeschool programs on the internet, more homeschool websites where people are basically giving tips on homeschooling. Um, as far as the age group, I'm not sure. I haven't taken any, samplings to see exactly what particular age groups are being homeschooled now. I do know that Some parents have chose to do homeschooling with their children in the early ages, but by the time they reach adolescence, they're seeing that their child needs more interaction or social interaction with other children. And then there are some homeschools that have even provided that, where they'll do some social interaction with other homeschoolers. And then the opposite, well, to go along with that, is that there are now some teachers that are setting up schools within their homes. And so they're not only homeschooling their child, but they may homeschool another child, or there's a conglomerate or a group of teachers that have decided to just set up like their own private schools within their home. So the children there may be a class of about 5 to 6 that are being, homeschooled in one particular home. And they may go to one school, one home for art. They may go to another school for math. They may go to another's home for reading. So it's just all kinds of different scenarios that are out there now for children that will need to be homeschooled. So that's the trend. That's the trend. And as long as these parents are starting to feel that their child is not safe in a building, then school districts are going to be losing children. Their enrollment is declining. They say their enrollment is declining anyway. There is also a teacher shortage. So if parents are feeling that their children are not going to be able to get exactly what they need in a school setting, private or public, then they are going to choose another alternative for their child. So that's one of the trends that are coming up. One of the other trends that I'm going to be talking about, the next trend I'm going to be talking about and covering, let me pull it up on my cell phone, is parent power. That will be my next topic, parent power. So just want you to come back in and check with me in another couple of days and see what I say about parent power. Have a great one. This is Aurelia Davis. Go to my website to see what other offerings I have, aureliadavis.com. Glad to meet with you. Glad to see you again. Take care and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.